And then so nyame ya dom kwesiada aba batu ye biom na yenim se edu kwesiada nwumre se dia na eye Skuul Nkomo ewo era 1 radio so na yeda mo asese abre nyina so tie sanso mamu akwa bebiom na ebefa akwanya wesu na yapa mo chew se na wotwe mienu etwe mu no yedwumedie no broni beka se technical glitch ama yentimi enwie ni yie yentimi amfe CP yenti ye sremo se ɛhawa a fakyɛ na yɛbɛbɔ yɛn ho mmɔde sɛ abere nyinaa no yɛde adwuma pa anaasɛ broadcast with excellence ɛbɛbrɛ mu nti yɛda mo ase sɛ moate yɛ ase na mode akyɛ yɛ ɛnɛ nso yɛbɛtua yɛn nkɔmmɔdie no so yɛn anɔtwe mmienu no yɛhyɛ nkɔmmɔdie bi ase a yɛka sɛ autism series the month of April ɛyɛ autism month ɛwɔ wiase afa no nyinaa na nyame yɛ adom a yɛnya Dr. Efua a odi mu akotene yie na ɔma yɛn kyerɛkyerɛ bebree ɛwɔ mu nti na yɛka sɛ yɛbɛtoa so na wɔtwe atwa mu so no yɛntumi amba ɛno nti na ndɛ deɛ ɛpɛ sɛ yɛba na yɛbɛtoa yɛn nkɔmmɔdie no so ɛno nti wobɛtumi afrɛ obi wobɛtumi aka yɛ obi sɛ mmerɛ no aso nkɔmmɔ with Ms.Millie nkɔmmɔhwam no yɛde toa so ɛndɛ na akwanya nso yɛde bɛda era 1 nko ase san sɛ ɔmo na ɔmo de ɔmo fidie ama yɛ na ɔmo de nkratoɔ bi aba nti no before yɛbɛstart yɛn nkɔmmɔdie no mɛbɔ nkratoɔ no na sɛ yɛbɔ wie a na afei yɛaba abɛhyehyɛ yɛn nkɔmmɔ no ase nti yɛnkɔ baabi a tena fidie no so na twɛn yɛ Skuul Nkomo with Ms.Millie kebi na sue bi.
Hello abusuafo midin eye Kofi Black na uguso a ohwe Kofi Black TV abusua ene yabepiem e wa apayon so na de tie ne se so hwe me nsa benkum so a picture da ho ya eye opani a ne din eye Dr. Samuel Osietutu na wo se eye enedua yi se de apomuden ho nsem aye dendenden wo man yi munti ubepiem wa apayon so wo se ene wo de asi wo se wo ye health insurance e de makomafuo nyina free abrekọ onye obi eska enye no nko awo se wo bi na se ewu mpa a ombe renew no haya de ayede e de ama abrekọ onye obi eska Dr. Nyankopon enshaw se wo ye sa adefefe e de ama kumafui abusua nipa abodompem e wo ha na enye nipa ketwa enam apomudin ho semti na ye besre se otwedi ampo Nyankopon onfa akonya yi so na onhia Dr. Emaye ebi se ene se wo yare na akọ hospital na se unkuta health insurance card abusia ya ho kire ene nsempi nti we de doctor nyame onhia opa
ya meka chanse nyame nhyira no onye ne kese ma na adwuma a oye nkoso nyame mfa na akode no emo ne ho ban onye ne kese bibibiala oye bia enkoso se wa hu mabuhufo emobo
wa ye nyame so adwuma pa because obi wo no mo a oniska ode ba beye ni de na wu ba oniska ode ba beye Nyankopon aka na koma ode aba oboa banse hiafo ne obi a wontimi ye bi na obi a ni de wu a sika nti wontimi nkoye no ya wontimi nko hospital ya na ase se wa ya de
okay
oh anope nya nti yese ye ya ye insurance ni bida ye owo bia ne de ewu opanyi bi afa ato no ho so hwa ma ye free nti obi a momoden na womra enu nti na ye wa ha no
okay na nipa kora odi sa adwuma wunim ne de
wada roma da bi minimu no
okay anyway de mefa akonya yiso no mabonidin e de akyerem ye frɛ no Dr. Samuel Osietutu wo ye doctor pani pa na wodwen eye kuroyi ma ho on se de apomuden ho sitie no obetima yare odi ne bedru hospital yes woni health insurance enye de ye nhwe no enti no watu asi we say obi a oni bi okuroyi mu bia na omra no be free na afi nso se wo bi kra na se ewu a oba ombe renew e de ama e friend no Dr. Samuel Osietutu enti no moso mokoda na mo bompa ya na makai no e wo mpa bom ti e de obi bia ase
na mi gina ada Mr. Osietutu ase se wo hunu ahiafo mobo nkwala ne mpanin obi a woni insurance ye wagina wo nyame anam ehunu nipa mobo abeya maye wo yonso ha nti mi de Onyankopon diri eda nase bibi biara wo hwere fa yonso fo ho fa insurance no Onyankopon wo nhira no Onyankopon mo na tamfo anifura no mie kwa ma no ma nye kese eda nase nyame nhira no amen
Yo, etiefoɔ yɛma mo akɔ aba biom. Afei, mɛfa akonnwa kɛseɛ wɔ Soronko kora na mede ama Dr. Efua akɔ aba biom. Dr. Efua, yɛda wo ase sɛ who was such a busy schedule, but yɛfrɛ obiara no a, ɛsiane sɛ ɔdɔ a wɔma Ghanaian community, especially community a ɛwɔ diaspora no nti abere bi yɛto nsa frɛ wo a, wobie wo nsɛm abie kwan, ɛpɛ kwan sɛ ne yɛn ba bɛkasa. Nti yɛma wakɔ aba Soronko paa biom ɛba fidie so.
Yeah.
So sɛ edi kan akɔ no yɛmmerɛ no kɔ bebree nti yɛtoa nkɔmmɔ no so na ndɛm wɔ asɛmbisa de ma Dr. Efua asɛmbisa a ɛbɛma yɛn nkɔmmɔdie no etimi ahyɛ aseɛ yie. Na mmerɛ a yɛhyia na wɔtwe bɛyɛ mmienu no yɛbobɔɔ autism ho asɛm kakra kyerɛkyerɛ mu kakra nti na ndɛ pɛ sɛ ebisa sɛ nti sɛ yɛ ana sɛ family bi ɔwofoɔ bi ɛnɛ bi anaa agya bi ebi ana ne doctor anaa ne school etimi esi ne pi aka akyerɛ ne sɛ oh ba wei deɛ ɔwɔ autism. Ɛyɛ na ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɛpon bi mu atoa ma ebusua no, ɛpon mu bi atoa ma abɔfra no anaasɛ ɔwofo no anaa. Nokorɛ bɛn na ɛwɔ ho? So yɛka kyerɛ sɛ wo ba enya autism a, nokorɛ bɛn na ɛwɔ mu ɛwɔ saa kwan no so? Pakyɛ wobɛtumi aboa yɛ kakra na enya nteaseɛ.
Oh yeah, betimi aboa. For some reason, Pacho, my screen no breaky. I don't know Sesana who outside and
Me ha ne deɛ asɛndɛ deɛ ɛkɔ yie kakra.
Bibia come on.
Mhm.
Okay. My main shot, dear. Minima the point here.
Sound bi na me ti wekyire kakra but ɛno no mehu sɛ yɛ technical glitches bi but ɛnɛ yɛntu nhyɛ dɛ ɛbɛtoa so.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, so say obinya autism diagnosis yeah na me enokre woman say sometimes the limitations be brainy pan or brainy because limitations and I say parents no be yeah so I think the limitations be but I think it's just like every other thing so be nyankopon fasa mo bi yare or hospital na ka say or diabetes doctor mano and won share say okay aduane bi ho want to mean the restrictions be eneneba you know a bat with it and be ya obetimi atena say yare no enko nenim too much and I progress quickly just like cancer just like yare bia and I say bibia eba nipa sibia na say obi ompo anya yare mpo just by virtue of senior ya wo no obi ho ye tietia ya wo ni tietia nti ade da soro ntimi mfa this is a natural thing nti no situation bia wo restrictions kakra bia ya na edibre enipa nti sa na autism so tie autism so no say ye kase akra bi autism because of eniama autism for challenges omo wonti na ya na restrictions kakra eba omo afa and senior autism yes spectrum you name say nkofo bebre like autism yes spectrum and nature say obia ne challenges ne different obia ne akwansidia ya ohia obi autism bia ne ahoden ene ne mere ye different ya kan say and unti depending on what senior ahoden and as senior autism na affect on the level or the extent to which I affect on and never they are again just like anything that's a very natural phenomenon yeah wo tietia wo ye den wo ye tietia me I did that so I just offer obi or one hour farmer I think the problem ninti a man komo we hu hia ne say na sometimes no awofo bi no mu wo ho a oboni beka say they blow it out of proportion and I say samre ye no the loss of hope bi bre wo mu and I say emma omudwe too much with outside the scope of which they should think. And I mean, I make tree, but be our limitations. And I know so be ours. I'll be our near mom, we are the only mom, and sometimes situation be able to come about betting mamma when you're one near my behold. Betting so now, I'm when I'm rare when you're my behold. Name mom, about autism specifically, because autism condition, Nakasano. Misconceptions be braid, one and Tiasian, she confunction and Nintiasia be braid. And Tiana, Oman so the Omunia mabi. Akeka ho na o mama na ye ana say omu afe no na chese omu eji omu ho enje omu de nyama bi sha omu ho so na omu de and I don't want to say lies because omu nim say lies but misconceptions no omu de tina afe e ba ne sa o ma dream ayo omu henya omu hu say Ntisi na was me yes ya na tisi any me mo bi an you know enti again I think the reason why enti I be treacherous and then say eya na say ma obi autism a eya na awofo no eni ntiase bebre no ntie ma omutimi esi nsem bi so wo hu ana say ma omutimi ekwan a wo so mo fa so navigate autism no na enkoye na yesa na de nsuntanso bebre ebre ebusua no ene akra na ankasa na ya diagnose no autism nti no ene obroni beka say we are here to break some myths niama bi a enye no kra awofo bi free say ye no kra ene ye beka ho asem say ne be ombenya adwemu fine ombenya clarity na omudi raise omumba nti no a series and again niama specific bi a eya na awofo ye da chechire ye ho about autism anu nti ye twa ye ho a entwa anu nti ama ye ntimi emboa ye ma no e wo kwan ye wo say ye boa omuso na anu nti na ye wa ha no ti we are here to break some specific myths around autism, especially Autism Awareness Month. Into a person kofunya ade no nim de ye. Se ne be ya omu be move free her with more clarity. Na omu de ahwa omu mba na bibia akoyi ama omu.
Okay, yeah, that was the power introduction. So, just to add to your work, I may say, work as no. As I see, almost blown out of proportion. Me did say, a yana be brenidi. Almost shada, nyanti, as ye no mudi mathemati. Say, me a writer. Oh, yes, sister, yes, sister, yes, sister, yes, sister, auntie. Yes, sister, yes, sister, nim dear no more one. And no one, Tomanyati so about autism, no more jinasa information no so na kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo adwene mu ayɛ he na kyerɛ sɛ asɛm ato mu ɔmo de wɔn nsa bɛgu wɔ ti so na ɔde egu wɔ ti so ɔmo a mopɛ sɛ ɔmo ka nkɔla no hyɛ dɛm na ɔmo aka ahyɛ asɛ wiase adum ama ɔmo but ɛnyɛ saa na ɛti da nyame ase sɛ yɛnya akonya sɛ bebiebie so na mepɛ sɛ meka wɔ so ka wo sɛ yɛwɔ nipa bebree a ɔmo autism ɔmo ayɛ nyama bebree akɛse akɛse wɔ wiase mu paa nti no I think sɛ bebree no kora no anka me ayɛ sɛ nea yɛn nsusu kora na ɔmatumi ayɛ wɔ asase so a ɔmo din ɛwɔ akrataa akɛse akɛseɛ mu ɔmo ayɛ nyama akɛse akɛse a yɛka famous people anaasɛ popular people a we can think of so many of them a ɔmatumi ayɛ nyama a ɔmo din ada asase so a yɛka wɔn ho asɛm na mepɛ sɛ mefa akwanya wɔ esusu na mesan bɔ Dr. Efua aba so kɛseɛ ɛndura ɔyɛ program bi ɛwɔ Facebook na megye di sɛ yɛwie a mɛkɔ akɔhyɛ ɛwɔ era 1 platform na sɛ na ɛbɛboa mmerɛ bebree no ɛyɛ ana ɛba autism a yɛte abaatan ne nka bebree na yɛhu sɛ ebi wɔ papafoɔ no wɔ he nti autism man this year no ne kuo a wɔyɛ no autism wonders ɔde to ne ho so sɛ this year ɔbɛ enlighten anaasɛ ɔbɛbie abaatan papafoɔ a wɔ promote autism egyafoɔ a wɔwɔ autism wɔ wɔn family mu a wɔn aka mo ho nsie na wɔn ne wɔn yerenom aka bom a wɔboa nkwadaa no ɔka wɔn ano boa ma mmerɛ a yɛyɛ show kamakama paa kyɛ sɛ ebiebie nyama ani so which I feel sɛ ɛyɛ very good show because ɛyɛ ana bebree sɛ na ɛyɛ kan obi nya ti sɛ autism pɛ na ebi wɔ hɔ a yɛ start pointy fingers obi a papa no bɛka sɛ efiri maame no nso bɛka sɛ efiri papa no mmerɛ bebree ɔbɛsa papafoɔ no titiri na sorry mefa nkyɛn me na ɔbɛsa ɔmo edwa n'agya situation no na ɔmo epuru egu ɔbaa no so bɛndra program a yɛyɛɛ no mehwɛ bi kɔsi ewie it was very good kyɛ sɛ papafoɔ a wotumi sɛ ɔmo adi anim egyina ma ɔmo mba no na ɔmo support ɔmo maame no sɛ situation no ɛnyɛ too overwhelming for maamefoɔ no nti megye di sɛ awareness na yɛbɔ ho dawuro sɛnea yɛyɛ bi no ɛboa ma nipa adwene ɛsesa ɛwɔ autism ho to the point sɛ if papafoɔ bɛyɛ sɛ ɛnan if I'm right a etumi edi ɔmo anim sɛ yɛn de yɛmfa yɛn anim nsie yɛbɛba platform so ɛwɔ Facebook ɛne YouTube live stream na mo bɛka ɔmo asɛm ama nipa nyinaa ehu a na gye sɛ yɛ make progress nti no wobɛpie video yi so anaasɛ saa yɛ session so a woso kyɛ na obi ntie bi sɛ autism no it's not like yɛbu kumfoɔ ana ɔba no yɛbu ne kumfoɔ ɔyɛ nipa sɛ na Dr. Efua aka no wobɛtumi akɔ hospital ana yɛwo a wowɔ nyama bi wɔ wo ho a saa na ɛteɛ no nkyerɛ sɛ wonyɛ nipa so no with that saa nyama no you still are able to exist wotumi yɛ nea ɔtɔ woyɛ tietia wotumi kɔ school woyɛ tietia wotumi yɛ doctor ma ne yɛ yie woyɛ tietia wotumi yɛ nyama bebree nti saa nso na yɛ autism ase na yɛ kɛteɛ ɛno nkyerɛ sɛ ɔmo ni hwee yɛ nti na Dr. Efua kan no nyama nketenkete bi a yɛ meat no asɛ ɛyɛ huhuhu bi fa adeɛ no ho enya no kura so ne ade atom say ade we die sa ade we die bo say na say achichiri ya adwene ende doctor be bi ama ye nti doctor Efua na me bisa say meat burner ewo for instance menim baako bi a ye culture mo no say obinya autism a ye see oye hunhumba anasa oye bosomba bibi saa mo no eno na wo pa kira na obetimi aboa ye kakra.
And also count. And also count pam. And you bet me about so kakra. And so sani a show we and sometimes you nim says diasporans more free Africa or hanom no airship ye in pan nti ye bepe say ye be address we na address it and yama being so very peculiar to diasporans no nti
Okay.
yeah, so enkofo kapa say oh autism ye honhom yare and ni nyina ka say first day na ye share no so okay me can be about how your faith and your belief system affect
Yeah.
your whole outlook on autism e ho na no free ba e ya na ye gidie mu no ye ana ya adwene na ye nti asem na ye pemu no ya na ye pese ye wo nkra se bi ho eni asem bia ana say chima right chima
Yes.
bi ani omumu
Bibi anto chima wo mu.
bibia anto chima omumu enti se ye wo na se bia bibi enti se dia ye expect na de ye nim de da se nkra na munye niama bi se na ye nim se na nkra ye na ya na Africans no ye wo suban bi se bibi a yentimi enti ase yeah, any NTSC muno. Science are explaining why autism happens, but in your be no science and it's on one NTSC no sha I did I say in so mame into the be kwa share and that's what the be sana yet see bibia yen shed and ni munti asie bebre no na ye tie the ma the supernatural what must say supernatural and so ye Christian who ni say nyame we traditionalist I will say nsuo we Muslim I will say Allah like all these other beautiful religions out there no bibia nipa bi ntiase bia no tie associated with enti sa eye ade a eye mbogu ye nkan sa eye mbogu akra bia ni wa oye nsuo ba ana oye honhom ba ana sa akra bia ni wa sebi onye nipa na wabase wona nipa wo nipa biologically scientifically a nipa has to give birth to nipa inti no eno ye meta en tisa kra now one other meta so minim so beka bibia kan wasa mako the next myth ni so a
Mpacho bubo so ma mem se no ante na wo hantu de ne wonim a efa wo sue nhum a wo say common to especially Africans and say mostly cast Africans superstitious. It's no eba ne sa nyama ne dia so mu tentem. But ebi bebre ho ebi so kra nye that superstition based on superstition but ebi mu say oh ebi ti say bia oh ebi aduane bia wudi ye ebi a eduro bia de wo ebia so many nyama ye conception yeah say be obi nyima nyama eto no na mani nya sa nyama ni nyina no I believe say those are some of them also nti me woni mu no wo de say once be say o a maybe sir ama
actually
etiefu
you before I get to that so yeah the religious the beliefs faith-based conspiracies are there and there were other conspiracies. We have so many school of thoughts around autism. Bibia and Tiasen dan si Bibia no. Ayana conspiracy theories are around the minim conspiracy theories ni chi. But ayana nkrofo ankasa de o madwen fa ho free me o made.
na wo kan
Yes, ebinom free religion mu, ebinom free nkrofo faith or mu belief systems or mu religion. Ebi nso so ye however whatever makes sense to them they will associate it and Nabonika say conspiracy theory no even though nipa na kan de ahode kan o gidi but prove bi ani ho say asem ya nipa ken eye no kra na enye no kra again ni nyina ye because ayananti ase no shedan we pay nti no so wan fa nkoma religion and faith or no be forming own ideology now if you be conspiracy theory so many people we have conspiracy theories about what you eat before you get it you give a birth to a child with autism and it's a whole topic for another day and and then breaking the myths we want to just fancy say all those things and sister akrabia no ye honhumba aduane bi enu akodi enti na wo autistic child. And I say I can at least based on research right now I can say nya panie bi akwa banso enema ni nyina ye conspiracy theories, and it's okay for you to believe in all of that, your personal beliefs and your personal choices, but the ye penny say e man no be gina ho din say enu ntimi hwehwe emwa ema wo ba enu de e ba ne sa na entwa yie. What I say. I think that the next thing that what diaspora muha matayate in my course of working with people in different capacity, the different capacities that I work in. The amatepan is and crano, uwa crana or autism now could diagnose in a say on a record so for the rest of their life.
Okay.
And Ukraine say yes. America and any most Western world, no, I know more very solid system for anybody. Nti say you walk send your system niti wahano the core system nimu, because the system have to capture say another person has been added to the population, you know, naturally. And local hospital BBI is systemic, nti BBI is very systemic wahansi na yenim sa na so be or autism. Yeah, na yes, say diagnosing na stay on the record so nti no eno no meni mo ya adwene. Na I think said yeah na man crofo ka say stay on the record so enti me nkonkoye no. And no, the problem here is stay in the record so nti me nkoye, because they feel say I didn't stay in the record so no ebe ko atia no. Say akra autism na ye diagnose na when the record so autism e was say yen awofo ne hu no ti say okay e kwan we so na ye fa so aban no fa so dia boss akra we hu bai enye say aban ne de be ko atia no.
Yeah.
Because any system we nyina say had the system there we enjoy the benefits of systems no enti ebia ne ye work ra ye diagnose no co school records, all of that. First of all me person me ensure say this kind of information they are very confidential and your public information. Enti anya to say obi betimi akofa computer na wa type ashem say that's assume see have autism and then it will pull up in your public record. We all know, say, at Krakow Hospital, we know the confidentialities around medical records. Into no, yes, ecosystem, into Matthias, now, yes, ecosystem, no, yeah, no, one to say, ecosystem, into any main, because I yes, I best sorry, ban ecosystem, ni my bimbo. Sana was a you know, a bimbo mark crown, any wo, and I feel so, na your choir. Aban no ana school akra ne kwana bibia akra ne wombia no ebetimi de nhyehyeye bi ato a ebebo akra no obi ani wo autism wo America ha ode akra no ko therapy aban ne tia. So we need diagnose we need diagnosis, so we need diagnosis aban tia, so e den ti na be ma aban abo akra no. Any say or autism prove away, okay, proving you are diagnosing with autism, okay, any about bit mama insurance or the therapy near the it's diagnosis not another system na more say enunti mo banning go through a diagnosis process no no and a be a kwan ma akra no e wo kwan bia so of course go be here IEP
Yes.
or be here speech therapy, be here ABA, be here no. Yes, system ni wo ho, but yenyin fi ya adwemu Ghana for Africa for I say Ghana for native because I chi.
Yes.
Yenyin fi ya adwemu say wo ba enya diagnosis. Na say diagnose akra na ntokwa and na say akudie is supposed to fight against this child. I was saying who say mwa e kwan aban ne befo eno na bebie kwan ma aban no afa so aboa oban no anyone kasa se wohia mboa na ne tibia no watimi anyini wo mu from eniema bebre enkuntia into system na makan enyam ne bone so ne papem wa eno na bebie kwan bebre ama akran. So that is the number one, and this is very common. Wa wutie mi oye Ghana wunim so what be da me de me be de be kon system be kon enye hwe enye hwe enkuntia no eni bibia na enye tese busuani bia betini akohu ana bibi enye information da abonte enti eye ne papem wa enye ne boni mu kra.
Only mami fa me experience as a special education teacher. I am they say what touchy based on record, you know. So this is what is happening now. And right now me will be doing home common. So to say be and they'll call your classrooms now. Averagely, you know, teacher be about 20, let me say average 20 students, right? Our elementary level. Okay. So you can tell from ura classroom one in the year course or class one. Who say you can based on your experience, who nyame bi a yesua the last where your session a day they say across autism, right? It is over class, be now your experience, now you're professional with these things that you can really pinpoint and call out autism. You see the signs, right? But most of them, get diagnosed. So get diagnosed that this is what happens. Say accommodation, will be a teacher's a friend accommodation in the IEP, classroom teacher is not able to provide that because said there is no record showing say also nyamre me find say akure be based on the strength in the weakness or here one on one. But as I said, there is nothing on record say ohia you're diagnosing it, Teacher no ebe kyerɛ mo nyina ade abom. Ebi akora bi ohia accommodation of reading, auto reading. But yeah, ankyerɛ nti sɛ one penis ma saa diagnosis no amma na amba especially school records so a woba no ɔbɛfa school system no mu saa na ebia na ohia special accommodation. Obedu high school na ontimi pass ni grades. Some of the accommodations in this ABI test you bet me ama oba extra time. Say based on the assessment so maybe you hear short-term breaks. It is our records to say our school say our sad situation yet me man breaks say ebia test near 30 minutes every within that 30 minutes you bet me anya 10 minutes break no aba back aba be ebi so here say you read test no kra man because ebi our reading weakness kakra into onimade but ontimi reading to no beti but so I want na ni IEP no so say ya accommodating with reading ye be ma obi and I say my system no be ready to him it or there obehu onim answer no it is one ma oba no accept diagnosis na when ya IEP bibia on school record say situation me buy woman tin ohia accommodation say ni say ama na this na koso ebe ma ni mpuntu mom chin say ebe ma na akofom no udi uba ni nyan udi ni nyan because ebia no ohia speech therapy uso there be onye hwe bibia ha no okay no ubo se bi ontimi nkasa saa na ode enyini meanwhile no sɛ wodi tu mu ntɛm a na onya therapy na enter before bɛhwɛ kra na we free therapy no so na ne speech na ayɛ very good nti no sɛnea Dr. Efu aka no sɛbi yɛ mpanyinfoɔ wowɔ diabetes a wokɔ a wopɛ no sɛ wowɔ bi yɛnya yɛ test na ehu a wodi tum na wofa weeduro wonya high blood pressure wokɔ a wodi tum most people no one person be won temiti no na wagye ato na wo si me dey draw so you take it religiously nti ade na nkwala we musu no yan kasa yamba se bibi sa dedi ye sua science ni na sa wo hu a ade na pesa wo di sie wo no de mostly ni ye pe emwa ma ye ho nti ni the same for who sa akran so ni tbm say bi or diabetes or pressure was saying no so onya emwa na otimi source ni no nya nkwatenten nti no hu ni sa na so ba no onya bibi sa science na say ukona doctor krakacha na school ni ka me pa cho say na ye sua no yenjin tum na emwa e wo ho no there are so many benefits to it it doesn't and say omumum eboa mum ase ye wasem bi ka say una we yare na so me yare a and say yama we drone and I say unwi na so we say besi so it's kind of that analogy ni say so then one now say ni wa they won't force it on you but at the end of the day no more say abofra ni nya no onya afede onyini na be or how the ama wankasa because so onya management wo ho emwa wo ho but when nya ne ntema na akra na nyine bedu baby kro be free public school di 22 of plus ontimi nko school bi na afi o nche wo fie mwa so do bua na edu sa age na otimi ye very independent no wan je ama no nti eventually won say afi na be ya adesua kese kra mum di ama nti yes stress mutie na musua me I always do I'm doing this not even for that wolf one to if the Dr. For be catch I am a very high advocate for nkwala nkwala nti na ya ade we say be ya mo be nya ntia se ne aboa nkwala no because say yeah do your self interest so nkrofo be sere me ye be kasa ma ye say na at the end of the day will protect your interest too but how about akra no enu ti na ye dwumadi se be bie ye ho ye beti nyama ase ne ya for the udo ba na unya information we ya na mo bi oso wutu atu fence it's not like you oba no kumfu and so wako wi it's not criminal offense and abibisa it's something that I okay and what's ho mmoa wɔ hɔ nti yɛntie ne yɛnsua na yɛmbie yɛn adwene yɛn open up for help so that nkwadaa no bɛnya mmoa especially ɛwɔ saa yɛ side of the world a yɛwɔ ne deɛ western world ne yɛ advanced place yɛwɔ no mmoa bebree wɔ hɔ nti no yɛsrɛ mo a anyway Dr. Efuem sɛ meyɛ agye wo kasa nafa nea ɔhwe na ɛwɔ hɔ bio wonim yɛnkɔ nkratoɔ mbra na yɛngye yɛn ahome kakra na yɛfa mbra nti no sɛ wotie no a woyɛ Skuul Nkomo with Ms.Millie. So saa program yɛyɛ for the diaspora na yɛwɔ akwantuom na yɛn ba kɔ school ɛbɛ sɛ yɛde yɛn nso yɛnim deɛ a yɛnim yɛde boaboa yɛn ho ɛnyɛ autism pɛ na ɛka ho asɛm yɛka nyama bebree a yɛdi nkɔmmɔ bebree ɛfa school ho sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛboa yɛn ba no yɛsi a high opportunity a land of opportunity and education so na mehu no says the best opportunity here ɛso so yɛama yɛn ni ankɔ ho a yɛhu sɛ opportunity ni da hɔ a na yɛn ba no afɛ mu zuru na ɔmo kɔ na ɔmo anya hwee firim ɛno nti na nyame de ato yɛ akoma so sɛ yɛmfa nkɔmmɔdie wei ɛmbra na yɛmfa nto yɛn ho fo nti no ɛwɔ mu a na yɛafrɛ nkurɔfoɔ a monim biribi fa education ho no na mabɛboa yɛ nti na bosome mu deɛ yɛka autism ho asɛm ɛno nso ka adesua ho ɛyɛ school sɛm nti no yɛkɔ nkratoɔ aba ne abɛtoa so sɛ na ɛdi kan ka no ɛra wamfo na ɛsɔ yɛ ase no nti no ɔmo deɛ ɔmo nkratoɔ ama ne yɛn dɛ nti ɛbɛbɔ ne nyinaa ma motie pakyɛ wotie na wotie ne yie na waka ho asɛm so akyerɛ baabi a yɛka ho asɛm no.
Every child deserves the chance to grow up healthy, protected, and full of hope. In Ghana, too many children and families still struggle to access the health coverage they need when sickness comes. Through the leadership of Dr. Samuel Osei Tutu, Diaspora Works and Relief Agency, known as DWRA, is helping change that story. In collaboration with Ghana's National Health Insurance Scheme, DWRA is working to help provide free health insurance access for children in need and to support families through direct community outreach. Behind every number is a real child, a real mother, and a real family praying for help. Your donation can make that help possible. Your support can expand registration efforts, reach more vulnerable children, and protect more futures. You can donate today by calling 559-767-1593, by emailing dwrac@gmail.com, by sending Cash App to DRAF, or by sending Zelle to DRAF. Please give today and stand with Dr. Samuel Osei Tutu, DWRA, and their mission to help protect the health and future of children in Ghana. Diaspora Works and Relief Agency. Compassion, partnership, and hope in action.
Yo, yɛsan so ma mo akɔ aba biom sɛ afei na wote yɛn ka a ɛyɛ Skuul Nkomo with Ms.Millie and yɛnya yɛn ahɔho a yɛnim ne dada Dr. Efua a wodi autism akutene social work nya biribi a ɛfa families ho ɛfa nkɔlaa ho mental health ɔyɛ ne nyinaa nti no na yɛasɛ nyame akyɛde asɛ nya no wɔ ha yɛpɛnsɛpɛnsɛ autism deɛ da mene na akɔma paa nti no wote yɛn sɛ ɛno a na yɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ sɛ wobɛpie video yi so a sɛ wɔ Ghana wo ɛno nti na yɛahyɛ dɛ pɛ sɛ yɛ ne yɛayɛ kasa mu wɔm sɛ yɛnka ne 100% twi deɛ but nkyerɛkyerɛ mu na yɛyɛ no try sɛ wobɛnya nteaseɛ nti sɛ wowɔ akwantuo mu wowɔ Ghana wo baabi a wɔ bi a obi ɛka kasa a na ɔsɛ ɔte aseɛ no na wahyɛ link na anaasɛ bi a yɛ platforms no yɛ YouTube ɛwɔ Facebook na wahyɛ sɛ nipa no bepie so a ɔno nso bɛtie nkɔmmɔ no na wanya nimdeɛ a ɛbɛtumi aboa ɔne ne mba ne families nti ɛda mo ase bebree sɛ wowɔ wohia mental health Dr. Efua wei deɛ meyɛ commercial kakra ma because de bia ɔboa yɛ paa nti no sɛ wohia any help with mental health issues mental health issues bi sɛ yɛ akɔlaa o sɛ woapanimu o Dr. Efua ɛwɔ license to support and help in that ɛno ne yɛ no ɔno ane business nti no woba yɛyi no so anaasɛ wohia na woba era one platform no wobɛtumi atype sɛ obi a direct message mpatwɛ mehia Dr. Efua number anaasɛ bi I think sɛ moving forward we can even share all of that on the platform wohia mboa bi a wɔtwitwi nti no wokɔtena n'anim na kasa wobɛtumi abie w'akoma ahwɛ deɛ nyinaa na afei ɔno de bɛma sɛ woba na wohia mboa de ama na woka ɔbɛte w'asɛm mu wɔ sɛ mboa bi wɔ hɔ bɛtumi aboa nti no anything bi a mohia a ɔwɔ nimdeɛ wɔ nyama bebree ho no you can DM us or contact us so that you can reach out to her for support. Nti Dr. Fanyamisha bebree. Nti
Amen.
yɛtoa so yɛ meet na yɛdi kan aka baako. Na mpɛ sɛ meka biribi ansa waba sɛ, te sɛ record asɛm a okay. Nancy mehu sɛ autism might I saw something on airport about airport. Since the airport bebree air supporting autism. Nti one of the benefits ni sɛ yɛwɔ bibi a mo friend is sunflower sign no sɛ bibi sa. Nti no ɛno no airport for no bebree ti ase nti even ma wo skip line no kra nya ho sɛ ebia bibi sa wɔ autism or special needs situation bi mu a airport ni bebree ayɛ friendly. Nti no so the more wo hide out ade wo na wo ankasa wo deprive yourself from help. Because Usha airport lines bebree always saying is one of the busiest. Your line, no, but say ubani autism into your man is sign there be chess or autism. You just go through the line quickly. Accommodations be brought off point to, which for me is a very positive thing. And your negative no kwan I was saying yes. But your doctor for betting ya to us so I may meet in your one bium na essence here. I can't diaspora from.
Well, I dear back why I'm a side so say obi or wow see me bano or autism me call year diagnosis na man autism a ebi a ontimi succeed and ayana and no mentia say papa but enkofoka with so much energy and so much passion. Parents no be ayana ni nature no all these things na ayana ye kano sakran autism and pampa the first one uncle diagnosis na man no enches autism na ni ho bi sɛnea woka yɛn sɛ wo na wo maame ewu na sɛ wo si wo wu ya so but ɛyɛ na deɛ mate baako a ɛwɔ community no mu no mekɔkɔyɛ diagnosis na akora no ntimi nsɔseedi yɛnya deda autism no kɔto ne so pɛ ntimi nsɔseedi but I want to say first of all no that whole idea of ntimi nsɔseedi no sɛnea yɛka in beginning no autism comes with challenges. Clearly, it's a diagnosis because it sometimes can really impede obino asetina mono. It is definitely no. It depends on no. It's more of a mindset switch. What is succeeding? What does it mean for somebody to succeed? Yeah, one crofo more autism or more succeeding in life, which let me go by, let's say my understanding or my definition of succession, and it say obia when ya wono wako school wenyini waware waye ejuma waware wawo that's the normal projection of young Africa for the young who say obi success
yeah
and no cry woman say so obi autism masa progression ya me can see ebetimi abamu ama no at the same time so you obi na obetimi ayesa ebinum wo ho because of omu level of impairment now autism they are no or progression in life will not and yet said the defined it as section and as a success into a banisa a war for no it was so when a winner mindset shift of what it looks like or what success looks like for Ubano. So what I say because I want to mean succeeding to mean diagnosis in manual. And no doesn't say diagnosis no one pa crown autism and pa the fact say one for now uncle me and diagnosing no because who's also best succeeding no the same fear now one still and then the crowd they worse because
yes I was going to say that will multiply.
It will multiply because one a diagnosis na support it's that case no so fear no around my banning to me succeed because some of the autism better so and yet it doesn't it's a myth be we should get rid of it. It's the easiest to get rid of because it doesn't even have any stand. Maybe I can say a mouse some I don't know some
like self
I don't know what
even the right word. Like you feel say victory self acclaim victory be in your mindset.
I don't even want to give it that because you are crying still now struggle unya autism diagnosis na kai bia unya help and can ma crampo entinom a painkiller to maybe subdue whatever you are feeling to say okay mama found a bandage to cover whatever it is because it's not even victory in real time, you understand. And to say oh now say oh maybe me who signs but Se minya kwaje autism nim to ne ho so a wan hwa on succeed especially American ha because already e dika aka say oh say we be call record so
Fine.
what you say enti ene e ba ne sa so won timi succeed enti sakra no akra bia ne what success will look like for
Yes.
even enkra bienu omu ni autism and omu ni anyway bia no enye omu nyina na go through sa normal progression of what success is enti ye nyina ye hu say ebinom wo mra mienu miensa ye nyina ye hu say baako usa ebi anema call straight man obi on so ebi okofa baby kakra nema simi gina kakra ma no ye stagnant kakra ni nyina ya abrabo mu nsem enti say autism o say autism o me pese awofo a mo won kra mo hu signs of autism mo be ye fi mo adwum say oh ye enko na ye enko man diagnosis bi anya sa ontimi succeed sa eno no emfaso bi aniso emboa enti sa obi wo autism a obetima succeed pa ye won krofo a omo wo autism a o ma succeed but me so me bet na be show bo say akra bi or autism bia so best succeed in your context of success no
Mm-hmm.
me contest there say me ba no or autism na say wontimi nkasa ontimi nye hwe na say empo wontimi anko school na say oni behavior challenges bia ampo a to me no I can work if me criteria for Accra or succeed in that contest will be ebi Accra okay on kasa but me bompai and I mean me work send be ya onya behavior issues at least on so beti me pia enkoye problem nti first of all, me person we are for diaspora muha. I think say a high time you na yes switch your mindset about what success is. The case will be associated with brabuma a den. It was say ye adjun fish say oh cry na was so go school no worry no nye juma no when no see success looks very different.
Yes.
And you know a idea was say yen na yen change ya adjun na you say success me ba no so betima succeed ni success is say obetimi akọ school aba ebi obetimi awofi obetimi ye metimi ne pie metimi ne enye sa success of obeko school obeware and into two things na me plea with yen diasporans aye wo ahanum say mane nye wo da say oba ntimi succeed because sa success na wo adwim no kofo bebrebe autism o mo live bia they
Mm-hmm.
are living it and it's beautiful. And also the next thing is say enyo bia na ne success no etisa nti say obi anya sa nche say wan succeed e was say when I would train you agent say say ka so obi a succeed a be look different for everybody and me ba we there ne success ne say e bia metimi managing the behaviors na e betimi akọ nipam na ono anso betimi akọ school na watimi enya friends kakrampo and
Yeah.
all of that nti no that thing is something that we need to get rid of. That kids with autism or muntimin succeed is not true. They can succeed in the traditional way of being successful, and they can also succeed in their own way. Either way, we need that switch of mindset, that turn in mindset and perception. Na who say okay, me ba we they say not enough faith, so they it's titiru pan say now they are show dream say whether wodwen sɛ obɛsucceed ɔnsucceed o ɛno ne nkyerɛ sɛ woamfa akora na nkɔ ne nti ne autism ne kɔ sisa nti that's the second thing ɛwɔ sɛ awofoɔ no yɛhwɛ ne yie paa.
Yeah, that's a good point too, because again, let me come from my professional standpoint. Say one thing I'll say when they say I don't know, divine is such a nyame divine in a body mono. These people that I feel so more autism, you know, to amaze you, say in one thing or the other, no, they have extreme strength than obia only autism. There were unconform obi or autism, the mathematical ability, no. Oh, you know what I want to say? Now obi only autism, no. Simple math be current mean ebi wɔ hɔ a ɔwɔ autism ɔwɔ such a physical strength to high jump and I swim and read. They have like almost strength, at least one or two. I can say from my professor. I have student that I have one student in my class. Who say crowd with a pencil, you know, or draw our Like I said, it's printed. Like to me, the pencil, the paper. Woman the bear 1 hour. What he can draw and like the painting you know, you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed. Into no, yeah, who say autism the presence in interest no won't mean yes, you won't mean succeed like Dr. Fry is saying say it depends on how you define success. Into almost strength, they have their own strength. If you're able to discover, when I can say, when you help, mano, na nyama na any weaknesses, no, you manage ya. It exposes their strength. Emma wu. But we didn't see ya. No, only opportunities. Any I can say socialization. Even smiling keke. Obi ni smile keke. Etimi mani do baby a obi krenti mindu. Nti sɛ woma no ebia ne bis autism ama wɔ behavior nti wɔntumi mpie nipa mu but wogye help ma no na ɛma no behavior management strategies bebree wɔ hɔ a bɛma wo ba no obetumi epi abɔnten ebi opi abɔnten a ne sereɛ kɛkɛ ɔde bɛserew abɔnten hɔ koraa no ɛma obi ani gye ɛma onya adamfoɔ moving it to the different level of ne life but wode ne hyɛ dɛm a who even see sɛ ɔwɔ exceptional smiling abilities ɔno na ɛka ho asɛm sɛ success no. So by a diagnosis with autism and just on you're successful. Success depends, or you can find success depending on his strength. After all, you cry, you can say, you need autism. No. Most of Nyama you can say is successful is things that we do exceptionally well. It's not everything that we do. Those that we exceptionally, and it means defining a success at the level. But it's a autism, can say, if you're a very mathematical, now autism, if there's any ability, with help and support, a bit me the need to mirika kodu baby or be successful. And we can see so many on social media now. I have this I can to me but keyboard, right? The way you see the keyboard, it's just overwhelming. Like a woman who say yes, it's only autism or modeling, or to me dressing or model power yesterday I went to an event. When you see this pageant, more autism, like you can imagine, say, obi autism, to me walking stage, so sir, not done than until I will for and church a day ban, I won't hear ye. Diagnosis by no just say we ask do more so, and I say everything is finished. No, for me, it should even be like open door. They be a example. I was just a regular teacher, but then through me ban a diagnosis, and I'm a very special need teacher, and I'm even enjoying it more than the regular teacher na me because it has shaped my life. I'm my sister onyama bebre ho menya botre exceptionally because me open up for in attempt to support him and I'm my special need teacher sisi ano I'm so many added to so many of nyama bia me nye me suba na nye sa but aboa me I've seen it as a big opportunity and even through that I'm even coming up with a business in it. So, I believe say a core platform, social media. So we see a lot of people who are even willing to expose this now, and they are making a lot of progress with Impolano. And we thank God, say social media map platform, and then kakra jitum kakra. We hope that we'll get there with time. Into Dr. Fanyamisha Bebrese, we the airboy. Into a bill of ma faka homa ya
The last one, Kahun.
Okay.
Yeah, na the yati me they are very practical and some matiti and I picking one by one. Mati say who autism America how won't me call military be all percent can back call military no more.
I know the one Frank me am baby some one step because Batista.
Yeah, and say me akra no me the koje diagnosis ne man pay on to me call military. Miss me per se me ban call military me fe. So the woman said, "Ejuma bia ye na nim sa America, ejuma bia wo ho requirements. Ejuma bia wo ho enwra eda ho." And bibi to say you go through screening and mechanic say to say police ejuma or military ejuma, even teachers sometimes have to have qualifications to be any ejuma bia wa America ha, even home care ejuma bia to the very least ebia meeting I say ejuma to the very least. What's the word? To ejuma ebia ube free say very easy to do kran ube kono nipa mbeka say ejuma na ho qualifications ni requirements are we here and things like that into saying what's a wofa so ansa na yetimi afa military so to say me pacho ma me 1 minute pacho.
No problem. Yeah, your concrete to aba ntino. Mr. Mbo era 1 for omo kra to ne kakra ntino. So I think our journey we Skuul Nkomo with Ms.Millie. wohwɛ yɛntwerɛ ya etwa gu aseɛ hɔ na they just explain why this program is there. You know say yeah akwantufoɔ diaspora na yɛfrɛ yɛ diaspora for no ɛyɛ na ɛka sɛ o yɛn mba ne nti na ɛwɔ ha yɛn mba ne nti na ɛwɔ ha nti program yi deɛ yɛde yɛ nkyerɛkyerɛ afa yɛn mba no teteɛ ne wɔn school kɔm asɛm ne challenges a yɛwɔ ahodoɔ bebree nti ɛno ara ne school nkɔmmɔ a de biara yɛ nti no sɛ wobɛpie yɛ so a kwesi ade biara since yɛtry sɛ kwesi ade biara ebenya topic foforɔ na yɛnya nimdeɛfoɔ na ɔmo abɛka yɛn ho akyerɛkyerɛ nyame mu nti no Dr. Fuasre kwan wasan ba back nti meja akasa na wato video no so.
Yo, enti se na meka no edwuma bia wo ho hyehyeye enti no se ukọ army mu a even within the army within the whole army thing. I know they have different branches and different roles and things like that. Enti enya autism kwa na yede ato so say obi autism ontimi en ba military. Yare bi owa if and fall within or more requirements na untumi nkum. Nti even height cry obi and do white height be a yabeka say no nipa we say be a untumi nko yes I ejuma we and ejuma bi o why require physical strength obi anim say wo ko amemu de wa wo nim ya hoden ejuma nti no omo you have to have some health was within some health threshold be and sample na ya admit so ebinum kra we a single mother because we are single mother and a single father need to for amimo because in their requirements and this is true, it's not being made up. Oh koyena we a single mother, we are single, fine, but we a single parent because a human demands ninti be anytime be I bet me deploy my class me teaches CCA. This child, this man employee is doing so well. Boom, I also send email say oh you deploy with all these things fight here cost near the war or nipa bi say oh single parent send your adwuma demand the meeting no emboa enti enye autism nko na ya trouble ho say oh autism I want to member military ebi o ye height ebi o and autism no kwa enye definite say oh autism nti no a level of impairment no
yes
because ebi a ehia some cognitive ability be uni because of autism no and a cognitive ability be uni because of ABR and your autism because of whatever and I said you know ni na ya dia Africa for we like yet see asama na ye de call yem bisa ase ntimi nua no ma wofo amutie meme ye wofo te se moa na me catch am say muti nsem bisa yesa bia mo be bisa mu ye information and information o be bia the good thing I na de bia me check of say America hanom no who specific question you have to you can we betimi google nkofo no say just google what is the official number for the US Army and ask them some only now they will give you information from the inside and see asem na mfa nkwa na nti waka so me ba autism but me person okọ army ntino menko se wan ko diagnose na autism cry na say or call to apply for army now. We hear testing, they do all this cognitive testing and all of that. It be on to be pass into with or without autism. A bit nearby say on your army anymore. Just like any other job, our requirements, army more requirements, police department, they have their own requirements, teachers, everybody have their own requirements. It's your autism, no, and I are single me out. Say exclude people with autism. Also, one says so. You may be the marathon for protection, and it's not for exclusion. And yet to say, oh, yes, you be a film with the bishop. No, yes, and be protecting the it be any pana who then a juma way on swimming yet. Send be any pan on uncle pra, uncle fast and being buffy, nafi, Lucy will bar any other. So, or crying autism, not on new paper, so no one. And that's even craft for some reason. If I say or may say like assessment be and show now none the performance no is not up to standard or better, but we've seen people go through that all the time. And our for autism or autism military mono obani betimi it depended on the level of impairment and whether say obe meet the stated qualifications of that particular discipline now pesa akran corner it's in your autism na Emma Obinko Ami nipa no ahoɔden mu yɛka no emotional strength, cognitive strength, physical strength, and all of that. Ni nyinaa na yɛka bom a na yɛakasa. Nti autism ne military ɛni ɛho wei biara. Ɛyɛ nneɛma specific ɛnyɛ autism. Ɛna hu ne sɛ biribi mpo ni na sɛ akora no wɔ autism na wɔkɔ no yɛ amfa na ɛyɛ for protection, is not for exclusion. And I say yes, say ye nefi mana ye to no whatever the tree is.
Yes. So I just want to put it simple. Say, Udi sie no entre say okwa ye befa no. Because ade we no, Udi sie na say odu the age of qualify for military na. No nche say because of autism impairment obani nkasa. Ento obedi 18 no, still on kasa. Nti sɛ ka sɛ military mu yɛn sɛbi edwuma no sɛ na ɛte ehia communication sɛ wo ne obi bɛkasa sɛ ɔbɛte asɛm ɛyɛ edwuma yɛ den ɛne nyama nti no ebi a yɛhia obi a ɔbɛkasa na ɔba no di 18 na ɔnkasa a because of autism a sie na wode sie no kora no ama ne more limitation because ebi kora na ɔma ne therapy a ebi a ɔbɛdi 18 kora no ɛbɛboa ma no akasa ma no kora ma no higher maybe a little ɛbɛgrade no up for even qualification than sɛ wodi sie na wo ma ne mmoa na sɛ onya any improvement bia na obedi 18 na still on kasa sɛ sensory issues because autism yaka sɛ very broad it's in a friend spectrum no nti nyama ne bebre bi okra sensory yenim sɛ sojafo ɔmo kɔ ko a enrem ni ade na ɔmoda nti sɛ ɔba no ɔkasa or physical abilities bibia ya de plan no wakakɔ de enrem bi kra bɛka no ho kra no it can create a whole lot of danger for no other colleagues. It's just eduani they cry sensory maybe no more. Iframa scent, so many things. It is a would see and then after you know the eight baby and chess or you. Biana is hidden. Would see no emotional. Send Dr. Ifua can emotional. It ha oh even the sound, a 2 near their sound, it be a one more sound issue. Do they see our do or pe bomb ya etutu it's even a behano it's no would you see one face at the end of the day doesn't make the chances better to me, I even make it less. That is what I'm thinking because we are saying say, early diagnosis with autism, no, it helps improve a lot of things. The earlier you seek diagnosis, no, maybe are increasing the chances, than say, would you see enough the bed one manage situation, is like he's at point zero. So he's even less far away from even the chances from getting opportunities or better or better. Nti nea yɛkasa tenten nyinaa ne sɛ autism ɛwɔ hɔ ɛbaa nyɛ ndɛ ɛbaa yɛ akyɛ nipa bebree wɔ bi wɔn wɔ bi nso so wɔn akɔ wɔn anim sɛ yɛ a wonyɛ mmiri a wode google famous people with autism you be surprised the people that will come on top of the list a wɔn atumi nyinaa yɛ nyama bebree dɛm ne mmienu kora we are using those some of their wɔn achievements we are benefiting from them. It's not like a book for you catch with school say oba and I say one can say who science and now be bold and even say Dr. Crane you should rather be bold as a way of advocating. You should rather be bold, not catch your doctor. Say me who are they were me bano hunti no betimi exam money who baby ojina na say school susua sometimes na make us teach about nkwala 30 if you not share and pay attention to banukra so much you know so many tests grading no or you're not calling. But at the end of the day, nobody fail, especially if they are reading, if they are certain subjects, or so to me be teacher and said, then a course. Be test be or an assessment be or why. Who baby a me bano abilities war and I said diagnosis be or be a swatch them send a you can request for the right friend said manage the right accommodation ama obano. Sina medical can. So obano one na edu or try gidi 10 minutes you be a paper and broad obi our accommodation you need to have an extra be craft adichi from which me to aso and I'm speaking from a professional experience the accommodation wa krani IEP me say oh your try test e bia bibi nti on to meeting as 30 minutes ya try a document IEP na legal document so 30 minutes no so no wie ya we make a note say okay be when you wait no why overwhelm with me and tro ni IEP say man emre na we can accommodate at each other but trying to test no so The medical or say a king come and a becking come or say a man typewriter, a bema typewriter, be an handwriting or sense to me so pen some moon tree and handwriting to me kind. Integrating me as no dear do no swat, your money type on the answers. There are so many accommodations based on our chronic needs and any strength. Nti no akwanya wɔ hɔ nkanka kurom ha deɛ maka sɛ akwanya no wɔ hɔ support wɔ hɔ ɛba ne ratio a akra no wɔ IEP ne saa nyama no a ne ratio no even less than the regular class instead of nipa baako bɛyɛ 20 no ɔwɔ IEP bi ha 12-1 and 12-3 staff a ɔmo boa no ɔmo ma ɔmo one-on-one support ne ade ɛma akra no nya more improvement ntɛntɛm nti no yɛsrɛ mu yɛde kasa ne bɛsi yɛde dwumadie ne bɛsi ha ne ɛndɛ yɛka ho asɛm ne sɛ saa nneɛma nketenkete no a yɛsi na yɛti fa autism ho no bebree no emu fa no ɛnyɛ nokorɛ ngyina yɛsi saa na nimdeɛ mmerɛ na yɛwɔ woti yɛsi saa na twe bɛ obi a wɔn ho nimdeɛ na ebisa ho asɛm hospital yɛ 0.1 yɛn nua bɛrima yɛ uncle yɛn nyinaa yɛ uncle google wɔ hɔ you can even start from there you just google whatever is going through your mind and then see what comes. Sometimes they will recommend baby more accurate information. Then you continue from there. We are here. Yeah, information that bontin. So your platform, Autism Wonders, is on Facebook, it's on YouTube. I have my platforms there. You can DM me directly. Say, oh, and then come on with the oh, be intimate me. I've had some people call me some last year. Couple of people reach out to me. Friend me on my line. Phone number be what say you can call that number and we can respond. And next week, you'll be adding more information. We'll be reach Dr. Ifu and send me so that so won't mean call all out. If you're tree now, you bet me more direction how you can get support and I say how you can start from the be obey that so be diagnosis and when you dada. I don't know what to do. Dr. Ifu, our last word now.
Yeah, me pese obi a hu say obi a otie ya na obi a obehu video bi so obi a ebe wona ba asase bi owo ade a oye ade wo ho ne strength and ye wo ade oye limited in so wo ho ne weakness, and it's the same for children with autism. So obi autism and just any strength in ni hobi the akape your weaknesses and our limitations there be obi a our strengths and limitations, let me put it that way. Na awofo ye tete nkra na yema ya adwen me say awofo de we need a shift in mindset. Because most of the problems is the fact that we are so stagnant on a specific mindset which is so outdated. Inti na affecting how you make your decisions and your choices. Inti no was say a try na shift in mindset. Say okay, maybe say naughty. You and you can say we chinchina and yet by force say was so me banner was so a doctor I was so call me and untino me man quiet autism crown a basin quine. No, the goal is shady a crown or your strength to also yes which door would be available for a crown and yet say a force specific door and untino I was say yeah there was a year be able to stay within whatever that qualification criteria for that door looks like. Any quite say just yes, sir, whatever door that is available and open for my child's strengths and limitations. And when I explore. Send a bay, I benya dream, find a bay, and Cassan Nunti, ye but ye mano, ye diagnosis, people was a pursue, and as there was a yes, share a man on Ninti Denise. So when you're shifting mindset, said, dear me ban and what day ne limitations, no, a door, a baby, a man, I bet me accommodating the strengths and the limitations, and no, I'm okay with that. And then I was say the and another thing that I want to say before we go is that the truth here is autism does not limit a child. Autism diagnosis, sorry. The label, the label does not limit a child. It actually, what limits a child is the lack of the label or the lack of the support now through the label. So diagnosis, it provided direction, it provided clarity, it provided access to services, and then tailored support for that specific child. Idea ebe working ama sa akrano specifically. So again, so one TSH and autism diagnosis or what we call autism label, no, it does not limit the child. what limits the child is the lack of the support or the lack of the label. Sakrani wa autism now so man label na and no limiting no. But woman label na it opens door, it bema what direction. And then again, unya diagnosis na ya cancer autism diagnosis no enye final enye it's not a final say, it's not a dead sentence. Autism diagnosis is actually the beginning of the journey. Unya diagnosis na ne mild direction, okay, maybe a kwan way so na me fa e beboa. Into autism diagnosis doesn't mean it's the end of it's actually the beginning of everything. That is where because Memekai me couldn't be a catcher. On the onya grand diagnosis, no, it was like a birthday for him. On me funny say it was like a Christmas for him. He was like, oh my goodness, finally I know what I'm working because we all knew because now you're baba I did that. And you say I create different, but you need the quinty now you're directionless. You nim baby you nim the create by diagnosis ni pet. My husband was so happy. I remember us driving home and he was like, Inti onunkofu grieve. Maybe I grieved, but for him, it was a closure. It was a time that everything settled for him. Was he okay? After mehu, the doctor made me recommendations and no make ye. Inti autism is the beginning of the journey. It's not the end. Inti when autism obano and yet say ewiasimo so amano. After ewiasimo be amano. That is how we have to look at autism diagnosis and also looking at label as the best thing that can ever happen to you. And I'm saying this on authority and on record as a professional. If your child truly has autism, getting the diagnosis is the best thing that can ever happen to him.
Okay. Yo, inti Dr. Fueka say ya na mika say emwa oho. Inti no ma put it in Autism Wonders page name, it's on Facebook and YouTube. And I'm also adding Autism Beyond 18. Autism Beyond 18, yeah, can I can't early diagnosis, but or co school na do baby or so free buying school. And also so I have baby or say it to me, yeah, send a bear or graduate from public school. Bet me are very independent. And also so more or haunting. Most both pages now contact ya. We hear we about maybe a middle school and a high school who dream say, hey, I create baby school na many then just DM us on those pages, and we'll be able to support you, especially Ghana for a say boy your community ni baby. Menya nkrofo a omoni me kun say mo share title ni your post na they wish to say I didn't was in English, but me catch them say, and I'm very, very emphatic on this. I want to help my community, especially Nigeria for baby Muhammad but the English, but for now, the per focusing more on the Ghanaian community because school I'm one and I've always say accounting. I've seen say Ghanaian numbers is increasing, which is good, which means say people are getting the information and pass it out, and then the numbers are increased. But yeah, can what you have to also seek help, and that is what we are doing. Say, who say wow, it is about autism now, baby. Yeah, US and that's all baby na we hear mboa. We speak Tree, we speak English. Intino who contact ya. You can call us directly. You bet me akas ne wakasa na ya boa recommendation we have the bema direct baby or resources be especially with Autism Wonders no resources be ni on timi no or baby or be direct to so for number we call ham ni we say no there is help available please intimate na when you're overwhelmed there is help and we are here to help. Nti na edu kwesi ade bi a the meja me lesson plan ho almost 1 hour ni kwesi dan ka na ebedudu ye ho no but we want to help and support our community. Yes we dey kakra ye dey aboa nti no. Twin be ye na gemmoa na fe spread the news na edu kwesi ade so a waba be ka ye ho. Nti nyame sure send us wutie ye Skuul Nkomo with Ms.Millie. So wonim die bi we are professional bi na beti videos so na wo pese wo ba platform no so na so be share we knowledge please contact us. Enye yɛn pɛ enim ni nyinaa. And I say enye autism pɛ na ɛka ho asɛm. Ebi nkɔla bɛkɔ college support funding this bibi a wɔfa school ho biara no. Wodi ɛmi yɛn na ebetumi ama kwan ma ɔso aba oni abɛkasa bi. Wɔhwɛ sɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛboa yɛn ho. Ɛno anti na ɛwɔ ha nti nyame hyɛ bebree. Dasɛ ndɛm bɛte yɛn ka bi. Nti ende yɛde adwumadie no esi na bɛsa so da adara wanfo ase na yɛada maamefo aso ase doctorfo aso ase pa sɛ wɔnya mmerɛ na wɔbɛkyerɛkyerɛ nyama bebree mu Na did you say April ebe ending midweek this week, but Sunday no we'll figure out how to wrap up this autism series. Until ebe pe bibi na yede aba be wrap it up on Sunday about April autism series no. Into a question be na say bibi just DM me on our pages no. Na yɛbɛka ho asɛm nti yɛbɛhyia biom nti sɛ yɛn kratoɔ no ɛkɔ awie a ɛne na yɛde dwumadie no esi ha nti everybody should have a blessed week and hope to see you again next week. Okay, let me just play that.
Every child deserves the chance to grow up healthy. In Ghana, many vulnerable children and families struggle to afford basic health insurance. That means sickness can quickly become a crisis. Diaspora Works and Relief Agency, also known as DWRA, is helping change that. Working with Ghana's National Health Insurance Scheme, DWRA helps provide free health insurance access for children in need and supports communities through real outreach on the ground. Your donation can help protect a child's health, restore hope to families, and expand this life-changing work. To give today, call 559-767-1593, email dwrac@gmail.com, send Cash App to $DRAF, or send Zelle to DRAF. Donate today and help protect a child's health and future. Diaspora Works and Relief Agency. Compassion in action.